In an area surrounded by heavy industry, with a southern border of a major highway, the I-20 Preserve and the Jenna Welch Nature Study Center is a special place in West Texas. This unique environment provides recreation, education, and preservation, designed as a place to reconnect with what really matters.
The preserve is important for many different reasons. Principally among them is the fact that it is an urban playa.
What a playa lake is a recharge zone over primarily the Ogallala Aquifer. And when we have our rainfall, because the land is so flat, the water has to go somewhere. So you have these low areas that gradually become depressed and start collecting the rainfall. And over a period of time, then the vegetation comes in, the wildlife comes in, and you end up with a really unique microenvironment on the Great Plains.
The preserve was designed by KDC Associates, a landscape architect firm headquartered in Midland, Texas.
The I-20 Preserve started out as one of the few areas of standing water within 90 miles of Midland, Odessa in western Texas. We saw that as an opportunity to interact with the owner in the community to come in and develop a bit of an environmental educational facility. We wanted to give them the ability to interact with the birds and the butterflies and the nature of this area, and this was a perfect site for that. It was going to be critical for us to see how we could enhance a site for the visitors, to develop something to pull a visitor into the environment and have them briefly forget where they're at.
The I-20 Wildlife Preserve was formalized with the City of Midland in a 40-year use agreement. So we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that does the day-to-day management of the preserve. Our master plan was a 3-phase master plan, and the first phase was a conservation phase. The second phase was to put in a trail system with bird blinds in our pavilion and our parking. And the third phase, which is building the Jenna Welch Nature Study Center. During phase 2 of our master plan, an integral part of that phase was identifying where our trails and boardwalks would go. The boardwalks are incredibly important for us because it keeps us up above where we have temporary flooding. But also we've expanded those boardwalks in various places for education platforms. And it gets them in places of the preserve that we normally would not be able to go and to explore and to see the nature that exists in part of the preserve.
So the heaviest users of our educational program are students in some of the school districts surrounding this area. And what that means is that this is a chance for kids to get out into the natural environment, take a look at the things that they've been learning about in the classroom, but up close and personal. We limit the kids here at the preserve to coming out to about 40 kids. We divide them up into small groups. They are asked to do and reflect and record things in a journal, which is theirs to keep.
In the inhospitable region of West Texas, the I-20 Nature Preserve stands as a testament to a community's efforts to make nature accessible to all.
I think one of the greatest impacts that we've had on this site is one that's still growing, and simply environmental awareness. Being able to see the user groups come out and interact and walk the boardwalk and walk the trail system has been great. That interest keeps growing,